The Deputy Prime Minister addressing a critical issue facing the country. Local parliamentarians joining forces in a massive cleanup campaign in West Grand Bahama. Americans celebrating the United States Independence Day here on Grand Bahama.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening all. I'm Megan Shepard. It's so great to have you with us. Topping the news, some of the economic challenges facing the country were recently outlined by the Deputy Prime Minister. This as the government moves ahead with plans to address this country's high unemployment rate and bring about some economic relief. Italia Hall reports.
There are a number of critical issues said to be facing the economic future of the country. Some involve job creation and sustainability. The government says the revitalization of ailing economies like that of Grand Bahama is being given top priority. Officials say it is unfortunate that due to the lack of financial prudence by the former administration, some persons have lost their jobs. The Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance, the Honorable K. Peter Turnquas, addressed this controversial issue during the recent independence service. Minister Turnquas stated that it's not the government's desire to terminate any workers. In fact, Turnquas said, it is also the government's responsibility to provide opportunities for all citizens.
That being said, we are all aware from the revelations in and outside of Parliament that our financial situation in the country is strained, with over 6,000 persons added to the government's payroll over the last 5 years, coupled with excessive spending. To put this in context, we must understand that this hiring, much of which is temporary contract work, was in fact typical election ploys to unfairly influence the electorate. These short-term contracts neither could nor would intended to be long-term jobs.
The Deputy Prime Minister says due to the financial situation the country is faced with, adjustments will be made.
Will not only be imprudent fiscally on the part of the government, but would be a breach of our fiduciary responsibility to all citizens of the country and to the promises we made during the campaign to run a more responsible government, thereby lowering the burden on the Bahamian people, business, and thus on our treasury.
Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Two local parliamentarians teaming up with a corporate partner to launch a major project in two constituencies on the island. Tonight, the members of parliament believe the results will be far-reaching and a great boost for the nation's second city. Sabrina Brown reports.
Members of Parliament for Central Grand Bahama and West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Iram Lewis and Pakeisha Etchcombe, joining forces to fulfill a campaign promise to improve the quality of life for Bahamians within their constituencies. A major cleanup campaign launched last week in the Southern District of Central Grand Bahama, and work crews have now moved into the 8 Mile Rock area. Lewis says this massive project will no doubt make the island more attractive to visitors as well as potential investors.
As you drive around the communities, you can see that this is not reflective of who the Bahamians really are. We've been hearing the nonsense talk, but this is what the tourists want to see. They want to see how we really live. This is not how we really live. So we thought that before we come with the major investments, or even a small investment, that we would clean house first. And fortunately, the city of Freeport and the manager, Troy McIntosh, and we spoke to the general manager of sanitation services, Mr. Luke Carroll, and they decided to give back to the community. They came on board full-fledged. We started the initiative last week.
Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Pakeisha Etchcombe, believes this cleanup project will address a major concern in her constituency.
We believe that it's going to speak volumes for our community. Many persons have also complained about the fact that they want to see a better environment. This is just the beginning of that. I think that in the days and indeed the months to come, it will continue. But we're just taking these small steps in the beginning to demonstrate that we are here, we're hearing their concerns, and we're addressing them effectively.
General Manager at Sanitation Services Luke Carroll says This initiative is the company's way of giving back to the community. He outlines the extent of the work being carried out.
We are picking up today whatever is there. We have a bulk cleanup service that we provide for Freeport, and you see these clamshell trucks. That's what we use for that purpose. To make it more efficient, we try to get the bins that we can empty into and then have another truck haul it to the landfill, because it's an hour and a half back and forth. So if those trucks can be working during that hour and a half, it makes it that much more efficient.
Administrator for West Grand Bahama, Brenda Colebrook, believes this project is significant.
A lot of persons don't know, but when it comes to administration and exacting expenditure, cleanup takes up the bigger part of our budget. And so when we can get this kind of assistance, it will afford us the opportunity from the local government perspective to be able to look at other areas, other initiatives.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
The system of local government is designed to bring local governments to the people by improving the lives of residents throughout communities across the Family Islands. Newly elected officials in West Grand Bahamas say they are cognizant of the vital role they must play and are ready to make a difference. Joan Davis-Roll reports.
Newly elected local government officials from the largest settlement in the country say they're on a mission, and they're confident that with the help of community stakeholders will carry out the role they've been mandated to do. Officials say now is the time to roll up their sleeves and to get to work. Chairman of the 8 Maroc West Township, Kevin Morris, along with Deputy Chairman Karen Leedon, say topping their agenda is improving the lives of residents while building stronger communities.
Well, first we have to deal with our budget and see how we could do what's best for our communities within the 8 Maroc West Township, comprised of the communities of Seagrape, Jonestown, Holmes Rock, Martinell, and Pine Forest. So we'll see how best we could work with our budget.
First and foremost, we want to take the politics out of it. Sensitize the persons that we're here to serve everyone. It's the people's time, it's our time, and we want to see the enhancement of the communities with all the infrastructure that is needed and enhancing everybody's lives so we can live comfortable and be at peace with each other.
Leedon stated that as new local government practitioners, their ultimate goal is to serve, not to be served.
Because service should not be something that you look for reward all the time. Reward comes from God, and that's what I intend to do, and that's what the team intend to do: serve with dignity, integrity, transparency, and pride, and get the best for the people.
Joan Davis-Roll, ZNS Network News.
The Rotary Club of Freeport closing out the 2016-2017 calendar year by honoring several corporate citizens and the local media. The club has been at the forefront during and after Hurricane Matthew back in October by going above and beyond to ensure that persons who were impacted received much needed supplies. Outgoing President Darren Cooper says while Hurricane Matthew victims were a major part of their year, the Grand Bahama community also benefited from the service in many ways.
We were communicating with a company out of the Turks and Caicos Island, WIHL, who partnered with us and donated over $14,000 in cash value, as well as Sawyer's Fresh Market, who donated over 8,000 bags of ice, as well as G&G shipping to the Rotary Club of Freeport to distribute throughout the island of Grand Bahama. Some of the things that we have been able to accomplish within our year was the assistance of so many schools with their lunch programs, as well as the Holmes Rock Primary, which we've committed to assist them with some much needed furniture for the opening of their 2016 school term, as well as the Us Too Cancer Organization's training men organization. And so we've done some things in our year.
Cooper says that he's proud of what they have accomplished over the past year and notes that he will still be instrumental in playing a major role in the years to come in the Rotary Club of Lucaya.
My heart is in Rotary. Rotary is who I am. It's what I will continue to do. I like what Rotary do within our community. I like the assistance that Rotary renders to the community of Grand Bahama, and so my commitment will remain the same for Rotary. There are some things that I've not been able to accomplish in my year, and I believe without question that the incoming president shares the same views that I do have, and I believe that she will definitely continue to the mandate that's set before us as an organization.
It is the 4th of July, the American Independence Day. This is a major holiday in the United States, and many Americans mark this observance during their travel to other countries. Here in Grand Bahama, our news team caught up with some American visitors who are excited to celebrate the 4th of July on this tropical island.
Today we're doing a 7-hour Jeep excursion going to where Pirates of the Caribbean Part 2 and 3 were filmed. And we have this great convertible Jeep that we're in. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Just spending the day with my family and watching the fireworks and eating good food. Just going on this Jeep excursion. Swimming.
And celebrating.
Having fun.
It's the first time to not be at home, actually, but we're excited. We heard that there's going to be fireworks and everything tonight, so we're looking forward to that and about to do a fun bike tour with the family, so we're excited about that.
We are enjoying your culture. We're going to go out on a bike ride today, maybe see some fireworks tonight.
These visitors share the significance of the 4th of July.
A sense of pride and, to be excited about being from the United States and such a wonderful, free country.
It's a sense of pride and culture of America.
Stay with us, there's more news right after this.